Hello everyone, welcome back to Variable once again. So in the last video we explored about JavaScript object, how to create, access and modify them, and we also learned about the nested object, right? In today's video we'll go a step further and we'll learn about how to create a method inside object, what this keyword really means, and how to simplify your code using object destructuring. So let's make your JavaScript cleaner and smarter, and let's dive in, right? So I'll create a method, I'll create a file that's a method method.js, right? And first thing you're going to learn about object method. So the question is, what is object method? In a JavaScript, when a function is stored as a property inside an object, so when a function which is stored as a property inside an object, it's called method. So let's see example. So what do I mean by, a function is stored inside object, it's called method. So we'll say constant and then person equals to, we're going to say name and then then we're going to say is, that should be 30, and then we'll say greet, right? And then we'll declare a function, then we'll say console.log, we'll say welcome to, going to say this dot name, right? And here the greet is basically a method. You can call it like this using so let's call it how we can call it. So it's a person dot greet, right? So it will print welcome to and the name what you have written here, right? So let's run it and see what we get. So we'll say method, see, we got the welcome to array block. So you have noticed this, like this keyword. Now let's understand what is that. So we'll say this keyword, right? So this basically refer to the object that owns the method being executed, right? So this refer to the object that owns the method being executed. For example, you can say constant car is going to be say brand, that is going to be I can say Tesla, and then we're going to say model, you can say model S, right? And then what are you going to say start it, and then they created a function, forgot to add here, and now you're going to print this. So console log, that you're going to say right, so I'll say this dot brand, and this dot model, right? And what we're going to do, we will call the method, say car dot start, right? So let's run it and see what we get. So we'll say node, we'll say Tesla and model S. So if you remove the method from its object, this will lose its reference. If you remove the model, so this will lose its reference. That's why we often use arrow function carefully, right? They don't have their own this, right? And so remember, this refers to the object that owns the method being executed, right? Now next thing what you're going to do, we're going to learn about object destructuring, right? So it's a destructuring, object destructuring. So destructuring is one of the coolest ES6 feature. It lets you extract multiple properties from an object, right? So let me yeah. So let's create example. So you can say constant user equals to, yeah, user equals to, we can say name, and then say space is going to be, say country is going to be, you can say India, right? This is our object, and so this is let me get down without destructuring, right? And without destructuring, what we're going to do, it's a console.log, right? And we are going to say user name, right? And log, say right. So if you're not using the destruction, then we have to access like this. And if we are going to use the destructuring, so with destructuring, we are going to use like this. So we'll say const, and we'll say name, and is, and then country, right? Then we are going to say equals to user, right? And what we're going to do, we're going to print this. So we'll say console dot log, we'll say name is, and you can say country, right? So this is how this structuring look, and this makes your code very, like suppose you are going to write 3 lines with the country and everything, and if you have a lot of things, like lot of object in a lot of key value pair in object, so it will be very messy to write like this, right? So let's run it and see what we get it here. So it's yeah, so we got log 30 and India, right? So this will without destructuring, and this is with the destructuring, and that makes our code very clean and readable and perfect when you will be working with the API. You can also rename the variable, and you can even set default value, right? Yeah, and that's it for the today video. So let's recap what we learned today. So first thing we learned that object methods, that the function inside an object is called methods, right? And this keyword, it basically refers to current object, and destructuring is extract key into variable, right? So now you know how to create object method, use this property and use this properly, and destructuring object like a pro. So in the next video, we'll switch and basically we'll switch to array, and we'll explore how we can create them, manipulate them, and use them. And we will going to use some popular method like map, filter, and reduce. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on a notification. So because the next part is going to level up your JavaScript game, right? So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you into the next one. Thank you.